Hi guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I'm here with a shorter video setting up a new Frankenplanner. So I'm calling it a new Frankenplanner, but it's really a addition or a change to my current October planner lineup. I know there's only like a week and a half left for October, but I just needed to get it out of here. I'm finding that I'm not using this bulky thing as much anymore for a number of reasons, and so I wanted to talk to you about the reasons and just go ahead and set up my new Frankenplanner. This Frankenplanner will be one that I think will go into November with me, so it will just be kind of a late October setup slash an early November setup, so it's all good. So let's get into why it's not working for me. There are a couple of reasons. The first reason is a couple of videos ago, I upgraded my discs, or actually it might have been my last video. Okay, in my previous video, I upgraded these discs to 2-inch discs. I actually love the size. It gives me a chance to put a ton of things in here, a ton of pages in here. The problem is the discs don't turn well, and so I really struggle with just even in this front part, the cover just doesn't turn well, and that occurs for all of the pages. The other thing is that I have gotten to the point where I have put so many pages in here that now I'm unable to close this planner. So that means, it's just sitting open on my desk, which typically is fine for me, but also I want it to close if I need to and store it, put it on a shelf out of sight if I need to, and I'm just not able to do that with it not being able to close. And with the discs being so difficult to turn, it just makes me less excited to get into this planner. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and, preemptively set it up with a new Frankenplanner for, again, the rest of October, but really going into November. That's my plan. What I'm going to do is leave the Halloween planner pretty much intact. I'm not going to take any of the Halloween pages out. What I'm going to go ahead and do, though, is take out all of these beginning pages, which are essentially my Frankenplanner. So these are the pages from my personal catch-all planning, my functional planning, and I'm going to set it all up. So let me actually shift this to the side. I'm going to show you what I've got here, what I decided to do for the Frankenplanner, and I'm trying to go from like super big 2-inch discs to something a little bit slimmer, and so I pulled out this super cute Hello Cappy. Even though it's not necessarily seasonal, I just think it's a nice color for fall. I like the kind of like mustardy yellow color, and so I did get this Hello Happy cover. This is what the inside looks like, and the back looks like this. And I did pull out metal mini discs, so mini metal discs. I think that the metal, just my personal preference, it just works better for me, and so I'm going to use metal. Go back to metal because that's just my favorite. The plastic, again, I don't know if it's the plastic or the size of it or the the fact that it's not Happy Planner brand, but these discs are just not my jam. I'm gonna keep them and still use them for other purposes like the Halloween planner, but I just can't use it for my everyday Frankenplanner. So in order to get these discs on, I basically just put the covers back to back and line up the mushroom stems or the mushroom holes, and I just snap the discs on there. Normally I start on the side and go around, but it doesn't matter. I can do it either way, but that's pretty much how I do it, and I just have got the covers set up on the discs. I like to put the covers on first just because it stabilizes it, and it just makes it a little bit easier. So I'm going to try to get most of this on screen. You can see here, I really need to go in here and make it pretty for Halloween, but I'm going to take actually this out and use that for my Frankenplanner, and then I've got this sheet of numbers that I've been using for my food log, so I'm actually gonna put that in here. And now there's literally no decoration for Halloween. My poor sad Halloween planner. I'll eventually decorate. I'm just not that type of person, I guess. I tend to be mostly functional planning. So in a continuation of my life updates, I have been using my food log. I've got all of my pages in here. I also have enough pages for, really going into mid-November, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this out. These are kids layout pages. They're outdated and, just kind of a random mix of pages. But what I do for my food log or my physical health is basically just write chronologically what I eat each day. And this sheet, again, I've been using to number, so I'll put that in there. And for my Frankenplanner, it actually has been working out well, the order that I've been putting everything in, so I'm going to leave it in the same order. I'm just basically taking these pages and transferring them over here. So food log is in first. Now, one thing that I did do, this actually just happened this past week, I went through and I was cleaning out some of my paperwork, and I ended up finding just basically a random stash of papers. I don't know why it was stored where it was, but not to like get too deep in the weeds with like explaining it, I found this random stack of papers, and so I decided to store them in here, and that was, I think, one of the reasons why it ended up not being able to close. But I'm going to move all of these pages over here. I'm trying to get everything on screen, but I don't know that you can see much of anything, so I'm going to move everything over. All right, and so again, these are just random pages. Some of these you can see here are like wellness layout. It's from a wellness extension pack, and then these pages are not Happy Planner. They're from an old Walmart disc-bound planner, like a journaling. It wasn't a planner; it was a journal. So I got those pages in here. So I'm gonna move all of this over. This will be nice just in case I need it for note taking. Although I don't anticipate that, but I do have all of these, I guess, like coloring pages that were part of that Walmart journal. So it would just be nice to have that all in here. And so again, it's just random like note paper and journaly type stuff. I found this random divider. I'll add that in there as well. And then again, from my random, like I just found this in my paperwork, I found a couple of daily sheets. I'm gonna go ahead and stick them in here. I also found these guided journal pages. I did try to pull out the ones that I might that are double-sided, that I might end up like destashing or giving away to someone who might be able to use the daily pages, but these are the ones that are not double-sided. So it has like a notes or like a blank sheet, and it might have one of the daily pages, and this is, for example, this one, it looks like this, but this one is blank and it has a date. So, you know, it's only one daily double-sided page. So that's what that looks like. And it's, again, a random mix that I just found in my paperwork. So I've got that. I am going to be recording, by the way, a video on my new paperwork setup. I'm actually kind of excited about it. It's blending some of the things that I've seen and I've been trying to use in the past, I guess, like couple of years. And so I'm excited about that video. That will, I'm going to try to record that before November. Found again in my paperwork this is from like a caregiver, I think, extension pack. There's some notes papers, there's this personal contacts, which I really love this. I wish it was double-sided, then I could just use it as a contact sheet, but the back of it is medical appointments. So I know for sure that's from like the caregiver extension pack. It has medical appointments, prescription tracker, medication tracker, which I don't really know the difference between prescription and medication. Well, I mean, I guess I know the difference, but I would use them the same way. And then this is just like a double-sided dot grid paper. This is a vision board that I found, and this is the third and fourth sheet. Actually, no, they look like two different sheets, but those are two vision board sheets. So I'm going to stick this in here. At this point, it's already starting to get fairly full. So again, you know, this was needed. Okay, so that was so far the food log and all these random pages that I found in my paperwork stash. The next set is my personal planner. So this is what I actually use for my catch-all. It's my monthly, and then just random, outdated, old, random mix of like monthly layout pages. These are all from random or like various monthly layouts. Some of them, as you can see here, are from 2020, super old. Right, and so it's just like, again, a random mix of these kind of monthly layout pages. I don't have an intact one to show you, but again, I'm trying to use down this stack, so those are all there. I'm going to try to, in the next, you know, in November in particular, start taking notes. I've got to start planning for Thanksgiving and Christmas and things like that, so I want to have the note space for that. So that is there. And then I have my Faith, and I'm not going to be able to show you everything in Faith just because it is, you know, personal information. So let me go ahead and move most of it. Let me get this last one in here. Hold on, let me try to do this. I'm going to do it this way. So let me show you what one of these pages looks like. So this faith layout page, let me pull these out. I've been taking notes. I've been trying to catch up with my Heart Dive Bible study, and I have caught up, so I'm really excited about that. I've also been putting in some other notes that I've got, and so I will, I didn't mention this in the previous video, but I do a full flip through of everything at the end of the month, so that will definitely be something that I do for November. Like I will do it in November for the month of October, so just be on the lookout for that if you want to see like basically every single page that I have in here. But I'm just going to move everything over at this point. There are so many pages. Okay, and so let me pull this out. I think I'm gonna have to move out some of the random pages. It's getting so full already as a Frankenplanner that I can't even operate. Right, so then here I've got even more. These are more random pages. I'm actually going to put that with the random pages. Let me get that in there. Put it right here. For right now, I'm gonna put it all in here, but it's getting kind of tight on the mini discs already. Okay, then the next section, right, again, food log, all these random pages, then faith. Oh, sorry, then my catch-all, then faith. So this next section is my family planner. And so I don't use the monthly basically for any of my planners, but what I've got here is a classic vertical, and I just keep track of the different notes that I have for my family. So any visits that I have with them, any phone chats, text messages. I keep my friends in here as well, so any social time or social engagements, plans that I'm making with my friends, all of that kind of goes in here. All right, I am definitely going to take the pages out. In fact, I hate to kind of do this all on camera, but I'm going to take this stack right here. These were the journal pages from Walmart. I'm going to take those out because I feel like that's adding quite a bit. So let me take that out first. Okay, so we'll leave that for right now and see how that continues going. Okay, so again, food log, catch-all, well, food log, random pages, catch-all, faith, my family planner. I've got one more. This is the last one, and this is my personal growth planner. So this planner is where I keep track of any volunteering. Again, I don't use the monthly, right? But I've got notes for my civic engagement activities, things like that, and I just kind of write my notes to myself. I also keep notes on any personal development books that I'm reading, so self-help books that I'm reading. I keep all of those in here as well. So yeah, I am ready to go at this point, and I'm just trying to take a look because I feel like it's on here, but it's kind of tight still. What should I do? I think I might just leave it, even though it's kind of tight. It still turns fairly well. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave it. So I'm gonna leave it on the disc, even though it's kind of tight. It can turn. It still turns well. I did pull out these pages. Again, these were from my, I just found these randomly in my paperwork, and so since I pulled it out, it's actually a pretty big stack of paper. I need to put this somewhere and just save it for use later. So I know the exact spot. I'm going to put it with the rest of my daily sheets. And then for the rest of this, it is basically set up still right now as my Halloween planner. So I've got all of that in here. I am going to probably in November for October, for my October flip through, I'm going to flip through parts of this Halloween planner as well. Oh gosh, that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted it to be able to snapshot. Okay, so that is done. I'm excited about that. I'm going to take this and store it with my 2025 daily pages. So that's where that's going to go. And then now I've got my brand new Frankenplanner. This will be what I use for the remainder of October, as well as going into November. I'm pretty sure that I'll keep something very similar just to keep it condensed and kind of exciting and portable. And, you know, I like to have something new and fresh, so that way I'm more excited about using it. So that's why I consider it exciting to be able to set it up. And yeah, so very quick flip through. I've got, again, my food log pages here. all of those pages are horizontal, and then I've got a set of just like just random papers that I've got in my stash. So I pull those in here just in case I wanted scratch paper, essentially. Then I've got even more random, and then right here starts my personal. So my personal, in case you didn't catch this is the only one where I'm using a monthly, and so I've got a monthly for my personal, and I've got all of my checklist and these random monthly layout pages that I'm using for checklists and to-dos. And then for my faith journal, again, I don't use the monthly, but I have in here a faith warrior layout, which looks like this, and it actually is a week on 4 pages. So this is the first of the week, and then this is the second part of the same week, and it just kind of rotates between like the vertical layout and this layout for every single week. So that is faith, right? And then after faith is my family and friend planner. And again, I don't use the monthly, but it is a classic vertical where I just jot all of the different notes for my family and friends. Towards the back here, it gets kind of tight. So yeah, it's kind of tight. Okay. And then here, last section is my personal development, but this is a dashboard layout that I use just to, I didn't use this page, but I use it to track any volunteer activities that I've got, any to-do lists that I have for my volunteering, any like, memberships or just things I do in the community. I just kind of track this in here. I also use it for my, self-help reading. So any personal development books that I read, I make notes in here. Okay, so the very back one is kind of tight, so I want to leave it on here. One of the benefits of the discbound system is that I can kind of flip it back on itself, and so if I need to get into the back, what I would be able to do is just kind of, flip it like this and just work in the back somewhere. So that's my plan. I'm gonna try to leave it on the mini discs because I don't want it to be too big. That was the whole point, was to try to make it a little bit slimmer, a little bit more portable. So I'm going to do this, but it might be where I need to start taking pages out, and that would be okay too. So I'll sit with this for a few days, work in this for a few days, and see how it works. And as always, I can make adjustments as I need to. So that is all. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am looking forward to getting into November. Very excited about that. Big plans for October. Again, I'm still on my semi-hiatus where I'm going to be recording videos when I have the time and the energy and am not prioritizing my family and friends. So with the holiday season, there's so much to do for Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas. So, I will record videos when I can. And so I'm glad to be able to put this together for myself, and I hope it gave you some ideas for your own Frankenplanner. Just move things around. My biggest tip is just to adjust as you need to, even within the same month. Make adjustments if you need to, if it's not working out for you. So my giant Frankenplanner with my Halloween planner was not working, and so I'm adjusting. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.